Chris Valletta is with us, the SideKick Operators President, author, former NFL player. He doesn't soil himself with this stuffing his face when he's in great shape and all of that.
Never.
Very good to see you, Chris.
Great to see you again.
I wanted to get your take first off on what's going on with Red Lobster, going on with a lot of these concerns. They got a new CEO in to fix things and all of that. But it's a task if you're running into some bumps. Right?
It's always a task. And you know what's starkingly obvious about the report that we just heard was that there's a laser focus on new revenue streams and cutting costs. Yeah. And that, to me, is at the heart of the very issue of some of the challenges these companies run into every single day. If we're going to future-proof the U.S. economy, we need a complete shift in perspective, particularly from the leadership levels and the capital community. It can't just be a laser focus on new revenue streams and cutting costs. It's got to shift. Our perspective has to shift.
And when you cut costs, you tick off your customers, and people are important.
Most importantly,
you talk about we need a shift in perspective, not policy, people before profits. But what does that mean? I mean, some of those people who were going to Red Lobster loved the all-you-can-eat, shrimp and all that. Like I said, I took advantage of it. So you're ticking me off then when you end that sort of stuff, right? So how do you balance that?
That's it. I mean, it's always been people before profits. If you look at the U.S. economy, if businesses are the engine of the U.S. economy, then the people are the fuel. People in those businesses. We have to realize that people do not live to work. They work to live. And when leadership has a values-based leadership perspective, meaning they prioritize people in the businesses. They prioritize culture. They prioritize core values. They let people know that they are valued members of that team. Then that team takes care of the customers, and guess what? The customers take care of the business. It's always been that way, and we've lost our way. Cost of capital has increased. There's a narrowing of traditional avenues to quick returns, and that has created a challenge for some of these back businesses.
We don't even have the workers. So many workers seem to have attitude today. They're unhappy. Maybe their bosses aren't really guiding them or motivating them. A lot of the skill sets we have here aren't geared for the trades. I know that's a big issue for you. So how do we fix it?
Well, we fix it by starting at the top. Leadership, in one word, is responsibility. And responsibility is to not be the person in charge. It's to lead those people in your charge. And specific to the engine of this economy and the critical infrastructure, the mission-critical essential services operations, the electrical grid, our water infrastructure, our supply chain, the businesses there are the most important. That's what keeps the economy moving. If those fail, we fail as a country, and we cannot afford that to happen. This is not about policy. It doesn't matter if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent. This is about perspective.
But it's also, from your football days, it's about acting as a team.
Absolutely.
And we don't do that.
Team is together, each achieves more. And the greatest teams never have the best talent. They have the best people that work together for that, for the betterment of the team. We always say at our company, SideKick, we don't focus on the result. We focus on the process that yields the desired result. And that is investing in the critical infrastructure, particularly the trades. Mike Rowe's on the network all the time talking about this. There's a huge gap in the trades.
Huge.
We need 1 million new tradespeople in the next 10 years. 1 million. For every 5 that exit, there's only 2 that are backfilling. And Deloitte did a study that said if we don't fix this by the year 2030, it's a $1 trillion hit to our GDP. That alone is a national crisis, and one we have to focus on. This is about a perspective of people before profits. Profits are good. We like profits.
Right.
But profits are the result. It can never be the pursuit. The pursuit has to be people, and let the profit be the result of that pursuit.
Well said. Chris Valletta, always good seeing you. Thank you very, very much.